Got him. Gotta love it when you get some bigoted idiots caught on tape.
Pascal.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Pascal back at it again with another pop-up video. Be sure to follow me on Instagram and on Twitter, The Pascal Show. One word, hit that like button down below. And let's not forget to crush that subscribe button if this is your first time checking out this channel right here. Anyway, we got to jump into this story. This one's a very, oh my God, I love it when people get caught. You know what I'm saying? When the deserving people, terrible human beings, when terrible human beings get caught, for me, it feels so righteous. You know what I mean? I can feel it in my plums. You know what I'm saying? I feel it. I feel good. You know what I'm saying? We got to jump into the story, especially when it's racist cops getting caught on camera. This was too good to not talk about, baby. Look at this title. Georgia police chief resigns after shocking racist conversation surfaces. Says slaves had their needs met. Oh, and there's more to it as well. We're going to look at the video as well. Trust me. Trust and believe you're going to want to stick around and see this video because there's some chunks. Then I also have a news clip that we're going to take a look at as well because I found it very, very fascinating as well. Okay, but let's jump into this article real quick. A police chief in Georgia has resigned and one of his officers was fired after a video surfaced of an absolutely shocking racist conversation in which they casually dropped the N-word, like they're just throwing it left and right like it was just nothing, and say slavery met the needs of black people. Yes. These were men that were actually patrolling your streets and protecting and serving. Might I add that really quick. Hamilton Police Chief Gene Allmond and Patrolman John Brooks didn't realize Brooks's Bodycam was recording during their racist conversation. The patrolman talked about who he'd rather have sex with, Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms, or voting rights against Stacey Abrams. Yes, he did talk about that. Then as they repeatedly dropped the N-word, the chief discussed about slavery. And of course, this is the little clip that they have right here, the little snippet of the conversation. We are going to look at this here in a second. He's basically talking about like how white people, white slave owners gave the slaves food, shelter, and clothes on their backs, and all they had to do was work. But oh, wait, God forbid, you know, we give them all those things now, slaves, black people. We give all the black people that right now, and they don't even freaking work. Now, this is a conversation piece that I have as a clip in the video. But before we jump into that, we got to take a look at this news clip because it's just too good not to look at. It's everything you needed it to be, and then some. Let's take a look, shall we? Enjoy.
Have to shoot him. It's just a taser.
Yeah, they talk about tasers.
When you tase a nigger, it's like you done killed him 27 times.
This video shows two law enforcement officers wearing body cams and having a conversation that would later lead to Hamilton Chief Police Gene Allmond and Officer John Brooks both being out of a job.
Facts.
A body cam used by the city was being inspected because we'd been informed that the body cam did not work. But when it was looked at, it was determined that the body cam actually had a full memory of video.
Okay, first off, let me just say this really quick. The body cam, they said that the body cams didn't work. They were saying, A, it looked like they were malfunctioning. It didn't work. Therefore, these cops are walking around thinking that they have malfunctioning or malfunctioned body cam equipment, only to find out that Brooks and I forgot the other guy's name now. I forgot his name. Damn. That Brooks and Allmond didn't realize that they were being surveilled, that they were recording themselves this entire time. Man, does it feel good. It just feels so good. But then again, here's the thing. I mean, I got my own personal pieces of, opinions about this situation, but not only do these guys deserve to resign or get fired, in fact, they both should just get fired flat out, but they should also get investigated on any other cases or any other things that they've been involved in as well. Because if they have been caught on tape like this, in other cases, they might have been caught a lot earlier on. Just had to say that. Let's continue because it gets good.
The two police officers accidentally recorded themselves on their body cams, not knowing the devices actually worked.
Yep.
Hamilton's Mayor Pro Tem Ransom Farley was the one to find the video.
It was disgusting.
I'm just letting you know. Pro tempore mayor, the mayor pro tempore, or however you say it, Ransom Farley, a black man, from what it seems like, a black man was the one who found the footage. This man right here. You don't think he's going to surface this? He's going to bring this up and put it out there for everybody to see in all of its glory. Like, come on, man.
Because I had to leave the room.
Facts.
Because I couldn't believe what I could and I couldn't at the same time believe.
I mean, you could and you couldn't, because there's people out there that actually believe this kind of stuff. Real talk. Just letting you know. A little bit of a surprise if you guys don't know that there are people out here, white people, even, you know what, actually, there are a very small amount of black people too that say some crazy ass ish like this as well, that believe this kind of stuff. You know, Kanye. I forgot to cough and say Kanye at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Slavery was a choice. See what I'm saying? There's more. There's more than just Kanye, but you know what I'm saying. There are people out here that think this kind of crazy stuff.
Believe what I heard.
The N-word was heard in the video.
Multiple
The
times.
police officer talked about who he'd rather have sex with, Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms or voting rights activist Stacey Abrams.
He's like, who'd you smash? Smash or pass, bro? Smash or pass, bro? Bottoms or Abrams? You know what I'm saying? Who would you rather smash? Real talk. Man, this is just too good.
In another portion of the recorded conversation, one of the men talks about slavery.
We are going to talk about that because I want us to see, slavery is a very, very serious thing, y'all. It was one of the most terrible things that happened in American history, and it should never be forgotten because we never want to resort back to those times. Basically, for black people in America, this was basically a living horror film. It's a living nightmare. The people, the slaves that had to go through that type of upbringing, that type of lifestyle, living that kind of life was not great. It is a nightmare. It is a living nightmare. And the things that come out of this man's mouth is freaking beyond me.
Seems to me like they furnished them a house to live in. They furnished them clothes to put on their back. They furnished them food to put on their table. And
yet beat their ass, and beat their ass. Rape, pillage, sometimes, a lot of times killed them. You know what I'm saying? Forced them to basically breed. Treated them like dogs. Treated them like basically lower than human. Lower than a dog, actually. Yeah. Oh, but they still got clothes on their backs and food and a roof over their head. Yeah, yet they were fearing for their lives every single damn minute of their life. Yeah. Sounds like bliss to me.
And all they had to do was fucking work. And now we give them all those things and they don't have to fucking work.
After viewing the video, it took city leaders about an hour and a half to take action, letting the chief and the officer know they would be fired if they didn't resign.
Yep.
Needed to no longer work for the city of Hamilton.
They both resigned Monday, but the officer was supposed to turn in his gear by Wednesday, and Officer John Brooks did not do so, according to the city attorney.
Really?
That's when the city terminated him.
Facts. As you should. Real talk, as you should. If you're going to sit there and say those kind of crazy things, say those asinine, ridiculously racist things, I'm sorry, guys, but that's some racism. That's racist as a mug. You get caught saying all those things. The jobby job says, hey, we want your badge and your gun. We get that you're resigning and all that stuff. Like we're gonna leave. We're gonna at least do you the decency since you served our city. Since you put your life on the line, we're gonna give you that nice little solid. We just gonna let you resign. We're not gonna embarrass you by firing that ass. All we ask you to do is to bring in your badge and your gun. And what do? You don't even do that thing by a certain time? Hell yeah, you get your ass fired. I'm going to yank that freaking badge and that gun out your hand with the quickness and go, bye. The world needs plenty more bartenders. Enjoy yourself. This is such trash, y'all. What is frustrating to me, and I said it earlier, what's frustrating to me is that this isn't their first conversation like this, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Not only like do they have these kind of conversations with each other, but you can't tell me that they're not having these kind of conversations with other people. Then on top of that, you're talking about in the very beginning, they're complaining about tasing somebody or how people are reacting to black men and women getting tased by the cops. They're like, oh, well, it's not like we just shot him 27 times. Like, you know what I'm saying? Complaining about people getting tased. Most of the time, these tase videos that we've seen where people are getting tased, a lot of times it is excessive force. But you got two white racist cops talking about how, oh, cry us a river. At least we didn't shoot him. Then they move on to talking about, even in that conversation, they're saying the N-word like back to back to back to back, like non-freaking stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me show you a tiny bit of the beginning of this conversation. We already heard the end part about him talking about slavery and all that. He was having his Kanye West moment. He was having his Kanye moment. Real talk. Like, they had a gun. What's the deal? They had a gun. I don't understand. They were getting their food. All they had to do was work in the, on the field. They must have been out of their cotton picking, you know what I'm saying? Ridiculous stuff like that. But let's hear the beginning, because at the very beginning, it goes a little something like this.
Nobody showed up. Hell yeah. Well, let me tell you, I've seen two videos and I heard.
Here we go.
You know who Dan Bongino is? He's on Fox News all the time. He used to be Secret Service. Yeah.
Great start. Great start.
Yeah. He said, what they're saying now is, well, he didn't have to shoot him. It's just a taser. Then how come when you tase a nigger, it's like you done killed him 27 times?
Because sometimes when you use the taser, it's called excessive force. But you see, you got somebody like a cop. This is a cop saying this. This is a cop going, oh, well, why does it have to be with the effing N-words out here? This was somebody who was patrolling the streets. This is somebody who is supposed to protect and serve all walks of life, all walks of human life. Let's just start there. And this guy is speaking on us, on black people, like we ain't nothing. Once again, I'm very happy that these body cams were not working, that they were malfunctioning. I'm glad that it functioned at the right time. In fact, I wish more body cams would start recording randomly. That should be a mandatory thing. Real talk. They should just start randomly videotaping, just randomly the red light turns on and starts recording things at random, because sometimes these cops are really going to be their true selves when they know the cameras are not on. Man, these people, man, these two dudes are nothing. These guys are worse than human waste. You know what I'm saying? These guys are garbage people. That's what I'm going to say. But I am actually very, very happy that they got caught red-handed. But at the same time, if they were like this right here, being nonchalant and all cool and everything, who's to say that they are not like this at a regular routine traffic stop? Please, the county that they're in, the city, the mayor that we just saw 2 seconds ago, please just dive into their case. Go and look into more about these guys. I guarantee you more stuff is going to pop out. And I'm sure there's going to be people who were either detained by them or were pulled over by them that will attest to actual racist moments or moments of misconduct that they saw with their own 2 eyes. Because you know for a fact these are 2 dirty, dirty, dirty cops. You could talk like that in outside in public. You know for a fact they're doing more than just that when they're on the clock. When they're on the beat. How's that? So please do me a favor. Somebody keep investigating on those guys. Because I'm sure they're not the only ones too. They're probably got a whole group of dudes that they talk amongst each other, saying all kinds of crazy stuff like, yep, I agree. Just, they had it good. I understand. Keep investigating in those guys, please. But it feels so good. It's so nom nom nom. Like it's just warm and cozy when you get to catch a racist. You know what I'm saying? They need to call and put together a show. Instead of the police keep the catch a predator, but they need to come up with to catch a racist. Literally. I'm telling you. Woo! People, I be watching it like popcorn, soda in my hand is, what's going to happen next? No, he didn't. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. Anyway, that's the video. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. What are your thoughts on this one? You know what I'm saying? Yes. For some people might go, that was really unfortunate that the body cam turned on randomly. But at the same time, I thank the sweet baby Jesus that just happened, because that shows the true character of those 2 men. And like I said, the true character of that whole squad, that whole department could be very, very tainted. I'm just saying, tainted. Comment down below, hit that like button, and most definitely don't forget to crush that subscribe button. It'd be great to have you a part of the Pascal Show family. Anyway, it's time to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh, join my Discord. Link is down below. This is the Pascal Show. Bye. Got him.
Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.